Here's everything you need to know about the SG World Cup 2025. The tournament is played in the World of Chell game mode in NHL 25 as an international tournament. The following nations are represented in this tournament: Austria, Canada, Czechia, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Great Britain, Latvia, Norway, Slovakia, Sweden, Switzerland, Ukraine, USA, and last but not least, SG World, where players from all other nations are allowed to play. As you can see here, the teams are split into 3 groups. So how does this work? Within each group, every team plays each other twice, 1 home and 1 away game. All 4 teams from Group A, as well as 2 teams from Groups B and C, will make the playoffs. The playoffs are also played as a best-of-2 format, meaning 1 home and 1 away game, with the aggregate score from those 2 games deciding the winner of the series. If the teams are tied after 2 games, a third deciding game will be played, with the higher seeded team having the home ice advantage. The finals will be a best-of-4 instead of a best-of-2. The playoffs are not the only thing these teams are playing for in the group stages. If and hopefully when the SG World Cup returns in the future, the format will likely change to one where there is a higher division as well as a lower division. Let's say hypothetically the higher division in that future tournament will feature 12 teams, for example. In that case, the teams that finished top 4 in groups B and C this year will have a spot in that tournament. This means that in groups B and C, yes, only 2 teams make the playoffs this year, but every single position in the standings may have an impact on where all of these teams play in a future tournament. In the case that this happens in the future, there will also be free entry for any new nations in the B division, and from the B division, you can get promoted to the A division somehow. For this year's tournament, the teams are chosen by team captains. Team captaincy was voted on by some of the best players in each nation. And here you can see all the captains. The captains are free to choose anyone to play for their team, with one restriction that only applies for Group A teams. These 4 teams are only allowed a maximum of 2 players that play for the same club. The tournament starts on May 6th and lasts a little bit less than 2 weeks. You can see the schedule on screen right now. The games highlighted will be broadcasted at twitch.tv/sportsgamergg. So make sure you tune in on these games in May.